Hello, my name's Kylie Attwell. I'm an author, content curator, and facilitator for self-transformation. The common denominator among all my clients is emotional trauma. It's an invisible epidemic that makes us miserable, and it's the source of many of our illnesses and problems. Before we can heal this epidemic, it's important to understand what causes emotional trauma, along with how it impacts our lives. After successfully conquering my 40-plus year battle with anxiety and depression, I've come to understand that emotional trauma is the byproduct of an unexpected event that causes you to experience intense emotional and/or physical pain. Examples of such events include the loss of a loved one, a relationship breakup or your marriage ending, intentional betrayal or being lied to by a partner, family member, close friend or authority figure, being sacked or made redundant, financial ruin, being physically, sexually or emotionally abused, living through a natural disaster or a war, being involved in a debilitating accident, and witnessing immense suffering or the death of another. Because this horrific event occurs out of the blue, it takes you completely off guard and is so shocking and painful, it literally causes you to freeze and hold your breath. And it's this automatic physical response of holding your breath that prevents you from processing the emotion fully. Now, due to the event being so painful and something that you didn't see coming, you attempt to comprehend exactly what happened so you can avoid experiencing that same level of pain ever again. Your emotional maturity, physical age, past history, and what's occurring in your life at the time influences your ability to logically process the event and how you respond to similar circumstances in the future. Now, because you've not processed the emotion fully, it creates a disturbance in your energy field and can even impact your physical body at a cellular level. And because like attracts like, you then automatically attract similar events into your life. And when you experience the same types of events over and over again, it becomes a belief. It becomes part of your life story, how you experience life. Sadly, it's these emotional traumas that prevent us from reaching our full potential. They influence our emotional, mental, and physical health. They underpin our fears, doubts, negative self-talk, depression, anxiety, and panic attacks. They influence how we perceive life, causing us to make the wrong assumptions, overreact to innocent remarks, and misinterpret other people's behaviour. To avoid feeling the same immense pain we're harbouring, we fill our lives with distractions and dysfunctional behaviours that give us an instant pleasure rush. These behaviours can include sex, pornography, drugs, alcohol, gambling, and even shopping. If the emotional trauma remains unprocessed, dysfunctional behaviour and/or substance addiction runs rampant. Emotional trauma can interfere with the proper function of our organs and tissues, causing pain, fatigue, and illness. And despite the presence of such symptoms, trapped emotions can remain undiagnosed by conventional medicine due to there being no evidence of physical disease. The good news is that when you fully process and release the emotion, there is no longer a disturbance in your energy field, and thus you will no longer attract the same types of events. You will also no longer react in the same way or engage in dysfunctional or addictive behaviours. Situations that caused you anxiety in the past won't even elevate your heart rate, and you will easily be able to face head-on the circumstances that you intentionally avoided in the past. Speaking from personal experience, you won't even recognise yourself. How you respond to old triggers will be a little bit like water off a duck's back. Your entire experience of life changes. And that's what makes emotional release work so worthwhile. The even better news is that there are now processes available that allow you to painlessly release your emotional trauma in minutes. And I'll be sharing those processes with you in my next video.